I'd like to read some sobering statistics that I shouldn't have to remind anyone in this chamber, but according to the Attorney General's office, Maine is being faced with over 1 person a day dying from overdose of drugs. Maine overdose deaths reached record levels just last year, 378 to be exact, 378 deaths. Opioid drugs, especially fentanyl and heroin, cause most of those deaths. This bill before you is not a magic wand. No one bill is, but this is a major step in increasing access to a variety of treatment modalities to address the ravages of addiction through community-based solutions and strategic partnerships. Let's have the state be a partner in this progress to empower and incentivize local areas to get folks back on their feet and productive members of society again. This bill was endorsed by the Portland Press-Herald and the Kennebec Journal. I'd like to read a section from their op-ed on the subject. Quote, Maine's cash-strapped county jails, which have become what Cumberland County Sheriff Kevin Joyce recently called the state's largest mental hospital and detox center, are feeling the impact as the addiction epidemic continues to escalate. LG 377 is based on a sound concept. The bill would cut off a frustrating and often tragic cycle of relapse, release, and reoffending that rarely, if ever, results in recovery for Mainers suffering from addiction. This bill was also supported, Mr. President, by the Maine Sheriff's Association. In short, this bill establishes the York County Jail Drug Detoxification and Rehabilitation Pilot Program to provide one-time state funding for the creation of drug detoxification and rehabilitation programs in therapeutic communities within York County Jail or in facilities attached to or affiliated with the jail. There's also a regional component, so this is not just York County folks benefiting from this program. They can enter into agreements with any other area, which I think is important. If this particular pilot project is successful, we can replicate it as a model across the state as a statewide grant opportunity. So yes, Mr. President, $975,000 is a lot of money. But when our economic forecasts have come back better than expected, when we dump $30 million plus into the rainy day fund, you can't say we don't have the money. Folks, we can't afford another day to wait, another death. We can't afford to wait around for task forces and special committees. We can't hide behind press releases. Now is the time for bold action to address this public health crisis. The question before us, Mr. President, is how much is a life worth?